Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Well, you wasn't, soldier was there. And when that big rock was moved away from the tomb from heaven, and our Saviour, Easter Sunday, and our Saviour rose from the dead, they grew afraid and went as white as sheets and ran like jackrabbits. And Caiaphas said to them, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be guarding the tomb." "Oh, we were, but the big rock guarding the tomb moved away and a noise from heaven came. We got an awful fright. We're not going back, Mr. Caiaphas." "Oh, that's a different, that's that. We'll reward you for your trouble. 30 pieces of silver." But it didn't, we know all about it. And Jesus rose from the dead, and Mary Magdalene and a few ladies was going to anoint his body, which they do with the ceremony. And he wasn't there. Mary come out of the tomb crying, "He's not there. Where have they taken him so as we can go and get him?" The other ladies was crying also. And there was a man there looked like a gardener. And he says, "Mary." She looked around, it was Jesus. Mary says, "It's me. Go and tell the apostles what you've seen." "Oh, certainly will," says Mary. Up she went. And then the two disciples on the way to Emmaus, a small village 6 miles from Jerusalem, and they were as sad and as glum as you could wish to meet. And the stranger joined them, and he says, "What's wrong with you? I never saw two individuals looking so glum and sad, as if you saw a ghost or something." "And you're the only one," that said to him, "that doesn't know what's out there happening. No, tell me." "Jesus has been crucified. We can't get over it. We don't know what to do. We're lost at the minute." So the stranger spoke to them on the way and told them all about the scripture and this, that, and the other. Suddenly their mood lightened. Smiles come on their face. No, they didn't whistle, but they felt like it. Joy filled their hearts and souls. So it was getting dark, and a stranger was going to go on and said, "Hold on here. Come and join us. Have a bite to eat and stay the night and continue your journey in the morning." "All right," says Jesus. I'll go with you then. Thank you very much." So we went with the disciples, and at the breaking of the bread, they recognised Jesus, and he disappeared. They looked at one another. "What did you make of that? Wouldn't we cheered up and all the rest of when he was talking to us on the road?" "Well, we better go back and tell the apostles," and that's what they did. And then Jesus appeared to the apostles in the upper room and showed them the wounds inflicted on his hands and feet, the cross of Calvary, and he told them he'd send the messengers and they should have accepted what they said. But then Thomas wouldn't believe Jesus had arrived because he wasn't there. And the apostle told him, and they gave out to him. And then Jesus appeared again 8 days later when Thomas was there. And Jesus said to Thomas, "Put your hands here." And there was wounds. Thomas did and fell to his knees saying, "My Lord, my God," ashamed of his unbelief. And she said to him, "You've seen what you've seen me, Thomas. But blessed are those that have not seen and yet believe." And that's Catholics down the centuries. We believe. I believe. Yeah, there you are. That's the little story. I am repeating it every time I'm doing this because I think you don't hear it at Mass. I never heard it. Yeah, but it's what uplifts people, isn't it? To hear things like this. So I'm doing it now each day that I say this, sing this hymn. And Johnny Cash and your lovely wife, June Carter Cash, that great talented lady, could sing and write music and lyrics. May you rest in peace and the light of heaven shine upon you, amen. In the name of the Father and the Son and boy now until this evening, and we'll join again for a few hymns. Perhaps you might join me and start singing yourselves. Bye now.